Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Mukesh English, and this is your favorite YouTuber Mukesh Soni. Friends, in this video we shall have the discussion of the second semester B.A.Generic English question paper, that is the 2023 examination question paper under Bangalore University, and this question paper can also be considered as the practice paper for the BNU students because both the universities have the same syllabus. So now, without much delay, let's begin the discussion of 2023 examination question paper of second semester BA Generic English. Duration, as usual, 2 hours 30 minutes, maximum marks 60, and this is for the NEP syllabus. So now we have section A. The section A here refers to the workbook which has the weightage for 40 marks. Very scoring section. This is very first question you have here. Read the passage carefully and answer the following questions. So here you need to read the passage very carefully and you need to answer the 5 questions set on it. I won't read the passage. You can pause the video and you can read the passage. So 5 questions are given here and answer those 5 questions, and do not copy the paragraphs together. Just extract the answer which is very much required, one word, one line answer. So you'll be getting here 5 out of 5 marks. Second question is here, do as a director. So you have directed, you have some instructions, and based on the instructions, answer the questions. Number 1, you need to identify the suitable antonyms from the following words from the bracket given below. Antonym means to say the opposite meaning. So in the bracket, you have here bitter, mad, or fast. So you need to find out what is the opposite of sweet. So from this option, the opposite of sweet is here bitter. The opposite of slow is here fast. So here you are getting here 1 mark. Second question, find the suitable synonyms. Synonym means to say the same meaning. So you have the words begin, loud, bright, and. So you have the word here noisy. So the synonym of noisy is here loud. Synonym of shiny is here bright. So here you are getting 1 mark, synonyms and antonyms. Next question, again suitable prefixes. You need to add here prefixes: regular, irregular. So ir is the prefix. Connect, disconnect. So the words are given here regular, irregular. You need to add here suitable prefix. Irregular, disconnect. Suffix or a suffix we need to add here at the end of the word and the prefix before the word. That's for 1 mark. Suffix kind, kindness. Manage, manageable. So manageable, able is the suffix is here. This one NESS is the suffix here. So that's for 1 mark. Then you need to pay a visit. So these are the you need this is a collocation, pay a visit. So you need to frame a sentence. He has paid a visit to the temple, right? Then to give advice, the doctor has given a piece of advice. So you have here 2 collocations and you need to frame the sentence, pay a visit, and to give advice you need to frame the sentence. And these are the sentences by using those collocations. 1 mark. Next, you need to answer the following questions in one of the 2 sentences. Marks are here, 2 marks. What is active listening? Active listening means listening with attention. Then, what is the difference between listening and hearing? Hearing is simply the physical process of perceiving sound, while listening involves understanding and responding to what you have heard. Or in a simple way, if you say here, listening with attention, hearing is without attention. So both the questions are here for 1 + 1 mark. Next, you have an extract of a short poem and you need to read this poem and you need to analyze the poem. What does a poet say in this poem? So let's read the poem. Our life is like a thorny rose, not perfect but always beautiful. The thorns represent the hardships in our lives. The delicate red petals represent the fun and beautiful things in our lives. As young rose, the petals hugging around the seed are the family and friends who protect, love, and care for us. So the analysis for this poem will have the weightage for 2 marks. So I have analyzed the poem like this. The poem compares life to a rose, capturing its duality of beauty and hardship. The rose thorns symbolize life's difficulties, while its delicate petals represents the moments of joy and beauty. The young rose petals encircling the seed depict family and friends, offering protection, love, and care. This expression emphasizes that despite imperfections and challenges, life remains beautiful, largely due to the support and love from those around us. The poem conveys a message of resilience, highlighting the balance between life's struggles and its beautiful moments, and the essential role of relationships in nurturing us through both. So you try to explain very simple words. So you are getting here 2 marks. Next question, do is directed. What is vocabulary? Vocabulary is a set of words, typically the set in a language or the set known to an individual. So we'll say here it's a set of words that has some special meanings or some referential meanings. That's for 1 mark. Next, we have here suitable words from the bracket. So there is a hole, H-O-L-E. There's a hole in his shirt. I like to eat whole banana, W-H-O-L-E. So like this, you need to select the suitable words which can give meaning to the blanks here to the particular sentence. That's for 1 mark. Next, we have here, what do the following abbreviations stand for? So you have the abbreviation CPU and IT. CPU means Central Processing Unit. IT means Information Technology. That is for 1 mark. Then one word substitute. So what is the one word for the period of 2 weeks? Fortnight. One word for a dramatic speech for a single actor, dramatic monologue. Next, we have here, you need to change the following sentences into reported speech. So you'll be given here 3 sentences. My brother said, quote, I have eaten my breakfast, unquote. So there are inverted commas. So we'll delete here. My brother said that he had eaten his breakfast. So I will change into he. Have will become had. Eaten is a third form. My will become here. His breakfast, right? Why it is had here? Because reporting verb is in the past tense, so the reporting speech will also change into the past tense. My mother said, I can carry the bags. My mother said that she can means could carry the bags. My friend said he should read a book. So it's a kind of suggestion. You can also say told that or said that. My friends advised that, suggested that he should read a book. You can't change should. So it will remain change. He should read a book. So these are the 3 questions from reported speech for 3 marks. Next. Complete the dialogue between a clerk and a passenger by filling the gaps and choosing the answer given below. So you have it's an answer here. So you have this empty dialogues and you need to fit those words in the fill of the blank. So you can rewrite like this. I want a ticket of, I'm sorry, yeah, I want a ticket. Something is wrong here. Good morning. How may I help you? I want a ticket to Delhi. Actually, there's a typo error. I want a ticket to Delhi. It should be I want 2 tickets to Delhi or a ticket to Delhi. Have you filled the reservation form? Here is it. But there is no seat. There's no seat available on 25th January. What is the time of departure? Please book 2 tickets. Thank you. So like this, you need to select. It's very much easy. Just you can write direct answer also. You can copy the dialogue and underline, and you'll be getting here 4 marks. 4 blanks, 4 marks. Next question, you need to answer in the one of the 2 sentences. 4 questions are here, each for 1 mark. What is communication? It is an act of sharing, exchanging information, ideas, and feelings. What is non-verbal communication? Non-verbal communication means when you transfer the information from one person to another person without using the words or spoken language, where you use more body language like posture, gesture, eye contact, facial expression, that is called non-verbal communication. Give the two examples of gestures. For example, waving your hand, that indicates hello or goodbye. Or when you nod your head, that means yes. When you shake your head side to side, that means no. When you put a finger to your lips, that means to be quiet. So these are the examples of gesture. Then name the two features of paralinguistics. Two features of paralinguistics: accent, pitch, volume, speech rate, modulation, fluency. You can opt any two. So let me tell you, I have done very special videos on communication skills and the listening and speaking skill, and all the videos which are related to all the complete syllabus I have done in the form of videos. You can find all the videos links in the description box. You can also see the model question paper, 2022 examination question paper, BNU question paper that's going to become a practice paper for you. So about 3-4 QP solved QPs you could see in the description box or in the playlist. Now we are moving to the next question. Write a letter to your favorite teacher. What inspires you the most about him or her, about the unforgettable incident with your teacher? Means to say, a kind of experience with your teacher. So obviously this letter is for 3 marks, and it will be quite very informal letter. You're writing, you are sharing your experience with respect. It's a with a very formal language. So you can pause the video and you can read the letter's content. Then again, write an essay about 100 to 130 to 150 words by choosing one topic. So there are two topics: my favorite sports person, importance of blood donation. Select any one. You'll be getting here 3 marks. Now I have not solved this question is here because you should learn how to write the particular answer, because there's no guarantee that only these two topics will be asked again, and I hope definitely the same topics they never ask in the examination or in the next examination. So you practice, write in your own words while writing, write the title of the essay. Then there should be 3 important sections of each essay. One is called topic sentence, one is called content, one is called here conclusion. So these 3 important sections should be there in your writing. Secondly, use a simple vocabulary. Thirdly, without any grammatical error. So essay writing, short essay, it's not a big essay. See, it's already mentioned on your question here, 130 to 150 words. I would say only a paragraph. Actually, the question is wrong. It should not be written an essay. It should be written a paragraph, because the word limit is here 130 to 150 words. Moreover, the weightage of the marks is only 3 marks. So we cannot expect you to write pages together. Hardly a passage, one passage. Okay. Next question. Similarly, you need to write a speech on any one of the topics: my favorite film and save environment. This is again similar to the essay, but this should be written in such a manner as you are speaking over the mic, as you are speaking on the stage. So when you speak to somebody, how do you start? So when you write the speech, you should say like this: good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is XYZ, and I'm very much honored. It's my pleasure to talk on the topic, my favorite film. Then you talk about the film. Afterwards, at the end of the speech, you say that, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Thanks a lot. Got it now? So this is a speech. There's a difference between essay writing and the content. The writing content is same, but in the speech, the opening and the closing will differ. It should be written in such a manner as you're talking to the crowd. So you can watch my videos on the speech writing. That's going to help you. But again, I would say same topics will not be asked. You should be ready to write on any of the topics, right? That's for 3 marks. Then, so these were the questions for 40 marks from the question paper. That's from the workbook. Now you have 20 marks questions from the course book, where you have about 4-5 lessons, right? Then in this 20 marks section, you have 2 types of questions: 2 marks and 5 marks. You don't have 10 marks questions, right? You have only 2 marks and 5 marks. So let's begin it. 2 marks questions from the lessons. Out of 7 or the 8 lessons, you need to opt only 5 questions. Question number 1: what makes the worm to move towards a drier place. An inner eye make the worm to move towards a drier place. Why was Nathu in a bad mood in the lesson, the boy who broke the bank? Because Nathu did not get his salary on time by his employer, that is the bank. The bank did not pay Nathu's salary in time. That's the reason that he was very much angry. He was not a good mood, right? Then what did Sitaram tell Mrs. Srivastava? Sitaram visits Mrs. Srivastava's house and gets to know that she's looking for a sweeper. Sitaram suggests Nathu's name and also shares some glimpse of Nathu's sad story that he's not getting salary from the bank. Mrs. Srivastava tells Sitaram to call Nathu to her and to meet her the very next day because she was also looking for a such kind of servant, a sweeper. What did Morisot and Sauvage do every Sunday before the war? They used to meet in the Rue Notre Dame de Lorette and spend half the day side by side, rod in the hand and feet dangling over the water doing fishing. What was the occupation of Morisot and Sauvage? Morisot is a watchmaker, Sauvage is a tailor. What was Loknath's daily chore, his daily habit or routine? Buying a long stamped flower and meeting the shoeshine boy. So he had two habits, he had two routines. One is he had buying a long stamped flower and meeting the shoeshine boy. Who was Poonam in the lesson, The All-Eye Seeing Blind? Poonam was a pretty 18-year-old maiden in the lesson, 18-year-old young girl, 18-year-old, a beautiful girl. She used to visit Loknath's telephone booth expecting her boyfriend's call. So these are the 7 questions. You need to opt only 5 questions out of it. So 2 into 5, 10 marks. Now we have another 10 marks questions. Oh, I'm sorry, one more question. The biggest crisis of today is tolerance. So what is the biggest crisis of today? That is the tolerance. Next segment we have here, you need to opt only and only 2 questions out of 3 or 4 questions. There's 5 marks, 5 into 2, 10. How did the worm reach its destination? So let me tell you, in this section, I have given some lengthy answer. Why have I given lengthy answer? If any other questions are being asked, the answer will be suitable to opt any question and you can easily correlate your answer. In the poem The Worm by Nazim Ezekiel, the worm reaches its destination through a journey of self-discovery and realization. The poem is an allegorical portrayal of human existence and the pursuit of purpose. The worm in the poem starts its journey by crawling slowly and aimlessly, reflecting the initial stage of life where individuals may lack direction and purpose. As it moves along, the worm encounters various struggles and the obstacles and difficulties, as the poet says. The worm, the rich worm, struggling through the black compost, not even sure the direction, will bring it to the soft light far away. In these lines, the worm is described as rich, suggesting its potential for growth and abundance. However, it struggles in the black compost, symbolizing the challenges and difficulties that the life presents today. The worm is unsure of its path and the destination it seeks, much like humans who often grapple with finding their purpose and direction in life. As the worm continues its journey, it faces uncertainty and confusion. Poet has rightly says, sometimes a fragment of something hard will impede its progress, or sometimes soft earth will yield no passage. In these lines, the worm is described as rich, suggesting the worm encounters with the hard fragments in the soft earth that represents the obstacles and the setbacks that the individuals encounter on their life journey. These obstacles can hinder the progress and make the path forward unclear. The poet mentions, but the worm's persistence and determination do not waver. Still, it goes on, exhausted, in pain, not hoping to find a particular goal, continuing simply because it cannot stop. Despite exhaustion and pain, the worm perseveres not because it has a specific goal in mind, but because it cannot stop its quest for purpose and meaning. This reflects the innate human drive to keep moving forward even in the face of challenges. Hence, the worm reaches its destination, the poet says, then all at once there's space and light, transparent, pure, impenetrable to impurities, as the worm knew that it would be and is forever. So, in a moment of revelation, the worm reaches its destination, that is the space, and light. This symbolizes the enlightenment and the self realization. The worm has found its purpose in the ultimate fulfillment. It is now in a state of eternal contentment and understanding. Hence, the poem Worm by Nissim Eskiel portrays the journey of a worm as an allegory for the human quest for purpose and self discovery. Now we have next question. Write a short note on the events that took place in the People Nagar market. The Boy Who Broke the Bank is a very interesting story written by Ruskin Bond, the famous Russian author. The story relates to the murmuring of a sweeper boy, Nathu, about irregular payment of his salary from the bank. It takes the shape of a rumor and results into the collapse of a bank. In the end of the story, Nathu, who is responsible for the whole episode, wonders innocently about the incident. Seth Govindram owns a bank at People Nagar town. The bank is financially very sound and has won the trust of the depositors. Nathu is a sweeper in the bank. One day, while sweeping the steps of the bank, he grumbles about the irregular payment of his salary by the bank authorities. Sitaram, the washerman's son, learns about Nathu's complaints. In his loose talk with Mrs. Srivatsava, Sitaram says that the bank could not pay its employees. Mrs. Srivatsava misunderstands Sitaram's statement. She believes that the People Nagar bank is about to collapse. The rumor spreads like a wildfire in the entire town. The customer in shock start demanding their money back. They start stoning the bank building and break the glasses. The next day, when Nathu goes to the bank for his duty, he finds a lot of broken glasses and stones. He wonders how it happened. He murmurs angrily that the bank authorities are not paying him regularly on one hand and are also increasing his work. So for him, the event remains a mystery. Third question, describe the heroism and sacrifice of the two friends. The Two Friends is a simple, very powerful story from the French writer in writing stories, French master, the Guy de Maupassant. The story is about two friends who meet in Paris during the Franco-Prussian War that brought them nothing but only sorrow, poverty, and hunger, and taking away of the everyday pleasure of life, freedom, and peace. The two friends, Monsieur Morisot and Monsieur Sauvage, met while enjoying the fishing together every Sunday at a river near the town. As the war enraged, they forgot about the passion, but one unexpected meeting refreshed their memories. Overwhelmed by excitement, they decide to go fishing again, although that become rather a dangerous thing to do in the time of war, especially with their favorite fishing spot, which was very much near the area which was occupied by the Prussian enemies. So they still decide to enter the adventure, but not because of the fish, but they are going back to the same place where they had spent a lot of time. Unfortunately, their trip ends fatally. This quite simple theme is being told as a remarkable story. Maupassant is using simple expressions aligning with the plot, yet that simplicity carries a huge part of the message consisted of the story. Here, the author has used the inner state of the characters as the main spot for realizing his theme and ideas. He has described only small fragment of lives of main character, with only hint of retrospective use for setting the encounter in context necessary for the story to begin. Unfortunately, that part of their lives become crucial as it leads them directly to the death. So the main characters we find here, the main characters of the story are the regular people who are mostly suffered by the war. The problem is more than just the suffering and the hunger, as the subtraction of the dignity being outlined as well as their right to remain free and all the other little things that make life worth living. So we find here finally what happened. Both the friends they die. So the theme of heroism is best described in the intact humanity, undented fear or will to escape. Although they were not begging at any moment for their life, they were still facing their life with dignity. At the very start of this fatal situation, both the characters come to terms with their fate, knowing what to expect from the moment they got caught. The only thing remained for them was not betray their humanity and life while walking this path of death. The most moving moment is when Marcio Morisot becomes angry about the destiny. At the moment he saw the fishes he caught together with his friend laying on the at the occupied territory, he felt rage, not because those fish reminded him of the death, but the kind of as they represented the life being taken away from them by the war, as these soldiers killed them a long time ago at the very moment when the war started. That moment could not last for a long time. The two friends said goodbye with the dignity in the last moments of their life together, filled with the fear of death. They were killed together just like they used to live together during the most pleasant times of their lives. Their bodies were thrown at the bottom of the river and also provide symbolic act as they got the opportunity for spending the eternity at their favorite place for spending the moments of leisure. So this was the heroism. Now the last question, narrate the incident how Loknath helped the police to nab the gang of robbers. One day Loknath's telephone was out of order early in the morning, which disappointed many people. But Inspector Godbole's worries were more than this. Inspector Godbole's uniform got spoiled due to a crow perched on the tree, and he was very upset. The inspector mentioned about a bank robbery which took place a couple of weeks ago. He was unsuccessful to trap those robbers as they must have crossed the border and vanished. Loknath mentioned about the bundles of new currency and also showed 20 rupees notes. The inspector matched the serial number and requested him how he received this currency. Loknath mentioned that from the past few days, a fellow was visiting his booth and make phone calls and always giving him a new 20 rupee note. Inspector asked about this person's appearance. According to Loknath, he was about 5 feet 6 inches tall from Punjab. Then the inspector left. When the mustache man came back to make a phone call and the inspector identified the suspect, as it turned, Loknath took out his handkerchief to wipe his face, and it was a signal for the inspector Godbole. The mustached man was advancing straight in. He was moving towards inspector's direction, and finally, the inspector was successful to trap him. This is how Loknath helped the inspector to trap the gangs of robbers who looted the bank. So friends, this is how I try to solve the question paper of second semester BA Generic English under Bangalore University, and the same question paper can also be utilized as the practice paper by the BNU students also. And don't forget, in the description box, you'll find all the lessons links, summary, question answers, and the grammar also. So kindly check it, and also forward my videos to your friends, to your classmates, so that they can also get the best marks. So thank you so much for watching this video. I wish you good luck for the examination. Stay in tune with Mukesh English, and also do subscribe my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot.